at Lambeau Field in Green. Their offense coming on the Philadelphia Eagles. There he is, getting ready. It's going to be a lot of fun. All this and they are running away with the inning for 276 yards.
Barkley, some of that has been on Barkley. That's what this offense is. Big test tonight.
A moment ago, she caught up with
the game. Just how does your body feel tonight? Wins before the bye, the front office.
Go against the team we're about to go against. A great opponent. Thank you.
All right, lead to Cleveland and to Carolina.
When they've played against those teams, I'm excited with Jeff Hafley and Nat Parsons destroy this game plan.
Consistent enough. What specifically needs to improve? Has returned. What do you need to see out of him tonight? Does this Eagles defense present?
They're good.
Thank you.
National Football League. There are two of them. The North, the wild card teams on the right, has been winning since he took. This is Savion Williams. And the rookie Williams just tiptoeing down the sideline, and it would be a career high.
He's played really well. I think the only real negative when you watch him is what we saw last week when there's.
Josh Jacobs will carry to start the night. First play from scrimmage. And the number 8 off tackles, Walker and Tom, two guys they drafted on the third day of the draft back in 2020. Brave is at tight end after the injury to Tucker Kraft. Here's Jacobs out of the backfield. Made a man miss and gets a first run. And here's the defense. They are really good. And most of them went to Georgia. Really good with Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean.
They didn't waste any time getting Jalen Phillips in the ball game. He started tonight. There was questions as to what.
Jacobs bends it back, and on first down, Vic Fangio in Miami in 2023 was a deadline deal that they made
with the defensive coordinator, and that only helps him.
Here's Jacobs. Pretty good run.
Line combinations coming into this game, but this is the 5th game that they've had all 5 starters in.
Third down and 3. Jacobs has picked up. See where they put it down. Scrimmage, and Love will take it and get it. They say, there you go. There's your tush.
Definitely a shotgun start there on that bottom of the screen, the left side of the O-line.
Jacobs again, obvious what their design was coming into this game.
And what he's about as well is the running game. A lot of similarities between these two teams as far as, what they want to.
First 7 plays, 6 have been runs. Love's in trouble. Down he goes.
Thrown one in the flat. He could have taken it right away. He also had Dobbs, but for whatever reason, he gets off it pretty quick of the pressure that they've been able to apply on the quarterback.
They're down and 20. Love going to air it out for Watson. It's not there. Packers with that sack by Hunt. The drive basically comes to an end, and Quinyon Mitchell
and was good last year as well. That is a big loss if he's not able to.
More of a slot corner, and Jair Alexander, the former Packer, who is inactive, and he's up, able to get over to the sideline. We'll take a break before 4th down. 5 minutes off the clock. Wheeling. Sideways spin. And a fair catch. Back Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl 59 MVP. And here are the numbers. This was a team to go back to what we did last time out against the Giants.
Yeah, they looked a little bit more like the Eagles team that we witnessed all last year with Saquon Barkley, and has expanded some of the things they've been doing within the run game. Here he is under center here.
So right out of the gate, as Barkley picks his way over the left scrimmage, because the Green Bay Packers, as you look at the numbers with under center and the percentage, the first 6 games compared to the last. Push. It ended up 2 votes short. And play clock at 1. Hurts able to complete. A.J. Brown is going to be a yard short of the first down.
And pick it up that way and what they might do. But that'll be the key as they get closer to midfield play that they do so well.
Hurts is able to take it a little bit wider than normal and get a nice pick.
Off of this, and you see the early movement. I thought they were offsides at the snap in real time. That's being handled.
Landon Dickerson, the left guard, left way early, but it was not picked up by the officiating crew. And
sneak with Jordan Love, and now the officials reciprocate. Clearly, Dickerson is across the line in the last two games. Fred Johnson.
Barkley, daylight, and a big carry out.
The big runs, but it's not because of him. He still gets more than what's blocked, and you give him a crease like this, and look, he's all the way up on the safety.
Giants game, their last time out, he said, I feel good, and he just showed it right there. Here's a handoff, picks up 5.
You know, it's interesting. We'll get into Howie Roseman and all that he did last week before the trade.
2nd down and 5. Hurts to the sideline. Smith. Little bit of contact.
Talked about is you're going to see Carrington here, as you talked about, and he's sitting on the route. And this pass rush is so good that by Micah Parsons.
Parsons across from Lane Johnson. 3rd down and 5. Carl Brooks is indicating he thought Philadelphia moved. First flag. So that's Clay Martin. You heard from Russell Yerk. He got it right, and the false start is going to back it up 5. Ada, who he almost went in to indicate that Green Bay was moving, and it cost Philly 5. Pressure from Parsons. Hurts out to his right. Time running out. Pass. Beautiful play by Hurts and Shipley.
It is, because the Packers, they showed blitz. And then before this, then on Jalen Hurts with pursuit from Micah Parsons, he delivers a great throw to Shipley, who creates some.
9th play of the drive. And across midfield they go. As Barkley is brought down by.
That they started a couple of games ago against the Minnesota Vikings, and he gets in the game about 20 snaps. And it's
now 3 tight ends in the game. And Barkley gets it. Got as much as he could. Sound coming up.
You look at this 3rd down defense for Green Bay. They have Hafley's first year as defensive coordinator. This year, they've been as good or better in just about every category. There's a look at him.
3rd down and 5 over the middle. Another first down for Philly. And the completion to Devontae
Smith. Conversion.
Hurts flushed out to his left. Throws to the sideline, and A.J. Brown makes the grab.
Well, Micah Parsons, he hasn't gotten home yet, but Jalen Hurts certainly knows he's back there, because he's been getting in the
Carolina last Sunday. 2nd and 3. Shipley.
Just the way they started the year, you know, they went against some really good defensive units in the first few weeks of the season with Kansas.
Play action. Hurts has all day. And now just has to throw away.
The secondary in general, I especially like these safeties. You can see what Jalen Hurts was kind of looking at. Just look at the Philadelphia Eagles. When Hurts gets outside the pocket, which is a lot, you don't see a lot of guys.
Parsons still on the sideline, 2nd and 10. Barkley over the right side, not much. Got a couple. Injury was in on the tackle. We're already under 1.5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. Each side has had a possession. It's 3rd down.
Pretty good matchup between Kevin Patullo and Jeff Hafley. You got to be real patient.
Hurts going to take it. Quarterback run all the way, and he's got a first down. Ball comes out. Keyshawn Nixon has got it for Green Bay. McKinney was in on the tackle. Up, arm is not down. That's a fumble.
It sure is. Cooper, he comes in, he punches right at it. These guys, they haven't gotten a lot of takeaways, turnovers in the league, but Cooper comes in and punches it out.
Is a fumble recovered by the Packers. It's 1st down and 10.
Part of our crew here on this cold night at Lambeau. Here's a ball on the ground. Love was trying to get it on a handoff. It fumbles.
Yeah, Jacobs, he's not expecting to have the ball. And
Love. That ball's batted down. Knocked down by
Jalen Carter. Of course, he can be a game wrecker as well. We talk about what Micah Parsons is capable of doing. Not able to get to the quarterback. Realizes he's pulling a on the year, but they have had one now in each of the last 4 games. So it has picked up, and it was
3rd down and 13. Love out to his right. Looking for a block from his tight end, Musgrave. Go.
Yeah, well, analytics would tell you to go for it, and I get the world we're in now in the National Football League. I like the defense.
The left guard moved again early. That was Banks.
And they did catch this one, and it's one thing if you're the Eagles and you can't hear with the crowd noise, but playing here.
So that takes away the opportunity to go for it. Wide drive punt. Gibson fields it at the 4. And fights his way to 21 for Philadelphia with the ball sitting at their own 21. And out to Barkley, and he lost yardage. Quay Walker.
He's pulling. He's going to lead the way, and he trips. And he's the one who basically makes the block.
2nd down and 13 as a result. Here's Barkley setting up the screen, and down he goes.
Yeah, and Joe, you and I, we've called a lot of games here at Lambeau.